Here we go. Hello. This is CB Ultra 768, and welcome back to Let's Watch Ultraman Teo. And last time I watched episode 7, which basically continued from episode 6, where Teo was trying to protect Poochie and his friends from the giant bird creature that was shooting fire at him and started beating him, and he was on the ground. And then the episode started with we immediately see Poochie start to grow, and we find out the reason, though the characters don't really. They kind of do, but they still don't understand how it works, which I find silly. Is Poochie was feeling the emotions of a bitch when he was trying to save the cats, of like his courage and bravery of like not giving up and wanting to protect these animals, that it gave Poochie the power to like basically grow into a giant version of himself, which looked different. They basically made him look. I compared him to that one kaiju from that that it's like kaiju Pokemon, something horn basically. I put a title of it in the last video, but yeah, it kind of looked like that kind of creature, and like we see he has like a beam and stuff. And as I was having it, we see the UTTF lady was like, I finally found it. And it's like, oh shit. So my theory about her might be right, that she might be an alien. Because at the end of the episode, we see her drive to like some dark forest, and then she just stands in front of a giant kaiju. So it's like, oh shit. What's that going to be all about? And yeah, the rest of the episode, though, was just basically they had a little plot point where Emma was scared of Poochie at first because she thought she knew Poochie, but then when she saw it could grow, she got terrified. And it was like, oh. But then, they made up, and, they became friends again. Because Poochie showed, like, oh, see, I don't want to hurt you. We're friends, man. And then, yeah, most of the episode was just figuring out what is this bird thing. And I'm thinking about it now, it's funny how they find out. Basically, when they're in the warehouse that they were renting to put Poochie in, they find a notebook that has like the information on the bird. Like it turns out, because when I first saw the creature, I thought originally it was like a mother looking for an egg, but no, it was a child looking for its mother, which I think that's kind of fun. Because I feel the writers really probably did want you to kind of notice that, like, oh, it's looking for something, and maybe that'd be the first thing you think. Or just me personally. So it was fun when it's like, oh shit. Though I will admit, it's funny, like, that she left the notebook there. Like, so did none of that like research she was trying to do on the kaiju? Cause yeah, that's the reveal, I should say. This scientist lady basically found the egg, studied it, but then once it got too big, she abandoned the creature because she's like, I can't take care of this thing. It's way too big now. But it's just funny. She like has this notebook full of research, but then she just left that. So I was like, so did none of that have like any value at all or something? Like, I will admit that's a bit silly. Because again, without that notebook, then the plot wouldn't have been able to go. But but yeah, so they find out through some boxes who own this place, and they find her, and they try to tell her like, you gotta go see this kaiju because it's looking for you. And at first, she wants nothing to do with it, and they have it to where Teo faces it again and does the shield thing again, but this time he moves around, tries to trap it for a moment, but then as soon as it escapes, he's actually ready to kill it if he's got no other choice. But then luckily, Bitch brings the scientist lady, and she talks to it saying, I'm sorry, I can't take care of you anymore, you have to go. And even Bitch, like, joins in on the conversation, basically saying, like, grow strong and don't let people hurt you anymore and stuff like that. And then eventually it flew away. And yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it. And overall, I liked it. And again, it's interesting. We got another kaiju story of one he didn't have to kill. Though, as I keep saying, I love the detail. He was going to kill it if he had to, but he didn't want to. That was going to be a last resort if either he couldn't contain it or if the lady didn't show up to stop it. But yep, so now we're moving on to this, not episode 8. They've released a special episode, special recap episode. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing that then. The title's interesting. What was the title again? Let me see real quick. Greetings from Hyperspace. So yeah, basically from what I saw the thumbnail too, I saw the red sphere, so it's like, oh, okay, so that's coming back, which that was first seen in the Ultraman Gaia movie, The Battle for Hyperspace. Because there was that whole thing, the kid gets this orb, wishes for Gamu to come to his world because he loves Ultraman Gaia. But then a bully kid gets it and he makes King Mons. That was like the first time he showed up. And the only time we've ever seen that most recently was back in 2024 with Arc. Because there was that one lady who made a wish because I think she was lonely and had like a little baby kaiju. And then it just transforms into King Mons, and then Arc and Givas had to fight it. So I'm very curious how they're going to use this for like a recap episode then. And also to mention, I'll have to listen to it in the editing. But I did change my mic settings because if you've seen part 5 and 6 of my Sleeping Dogs video, which I do want to apologize, my audio was like shit to where you could barely hear me because I didn't realize I had to adjust it. Like, I didn't realize the game would be so loud. And yeah, so I got those adjustments down to where the game is like minus 20 decibels plus in-game settings, and my voice should sound like how it is now. So hopefully that'll be good. And again, hopefully this won't be too loud. I did lower the volume on YouTube, so it should be good. But, yeah. And I might even do that for PlayStation games in the future. Try to readjust the audio. Just so my mic might sound better. Because I was doing tests and I was like, oh, wow, it actually sounds way better. It's probably something I could have been doing ages ago. But, you know, hey. Even though I've been doing this YouTube thing for a while now, there's still a lot I have to learn. But, yeah. Overall, I'm very curious to see what this recap episode's going to have. Because, in Omega, they had it to where it's like, oh, this guy is, like, in the same building, and he's, like, listening to radio podcasts and giving his viewpoint on what he thought of Omega and certain events. To where even, like, there was a moment where he's like, oh, shit. He was, like, apparently down there when he was listening to their conversation. He's like, oh, I shouldn't be listening to this. So, like, that was interesting. But again, he didn't really go anywhere. He was just there to be like, oh, hey, here's a little story while you get your recap episode. But yeah, I'm very curious what this one entails, having to do with the sphere from the hyperspace movie. So, yep, this might be a pretty short video, because if it's just a lot of stuff we've seen, I might not talk, but we'll see. Maybe I'll have some things to add about previous episodes we've seen. But anyway, without further ado, let's watch the Ultraman Teo special recap episode.
私たちの住む世界と並行した別世界、すなわちパラレルワールドが無数に存在するという。そこで別の自分が別の現実の中で生きている。それらの世界が交わることは決してない。アパートの一室で今まさに奇跡が起きようとしていた。
Okay, what is this kind of miracle going to be all about? And also, from what I saw of certain, like, images, it looks like, I guess, it's some girl who's lonely, and I think she's going to spawn, like, a little creature. I'm curious to see what that's going to be about then. So I did see the little thing, like, it usually gives you, like, a little preview of what it's saying. No. So this girl, Emiko, it's saying, is going to wish for happiness, huh? Or Echo. Sorry, I called her Emiko. Echo. Oh, God. The red sphere is talking to you. It's like, make the wish. Do it.
何? 君の願いを叶えるためにここまで来ていた。ちょっとやめてそれやめて。ごめん。お腹空きすぎて見学を見てるのかと思った。失礼。僕は平行世界からやってきた物質分野の最終到達点。人間の願いを現実とする究極のマシンだぞ。
And was like telling them like, oh, I've been to multiple worlds, and the same thing always happens to where the worlds destroy themselves. But that was the one world that didn't because they wished for Ultraman and stuff like that.
じゃあ私今ラーメンが超食べたいんだけど。
お安いご用さ。
嘘。
God damn.
すごい。
Instant ramen from the universe.
いただきは叶うの一度だけ？これを食べたらおしまい？
特に制限はないけど。
じゃあ叶えてほしいことがある。
Yeah, but the thing is, you gotta be careful.
幸せになりたい。
Yeah, like I said,
私ね、1年前に上京して誓った絶対に幸せになってやるって。でもドラーメン切らすわ。もう散々正直めげそうになってたんだ。だからね、お願い。私を幸せにして。
I got nothing.
なんで？
あのね、 幸せってある意味究極の願いだよ。その形は人それぞれ。もっと具体的に教えてくれなきゃ。
具体的に
I like that. He's like, I can't just give you the happiness you want. It's that's like too. You gotta be
イケメンな
specific.
恋人
本当に望んでいるものは何？
I like that he can't just do it right away. He's like, yeah, I don't.
そういえ
Yeah,
ば
sorry, you
今
get
まで
that's
ちゃ
too
んと
vague.
考えたことな
Gotta
か
give
っ
me
たかも
mass amounts of details.
私にとってのおすごい
僕はこれまで無数のパラレルワールドを旅して気になる人々を観察し記録してきた。
Ah.
記録
そう。中でも彼は特に印
So I
象
was about
深
to say,
い。
so
こ
is
の映
this
像を見
saying
れば
this isn't
君に
even
も何か学
Teo's
びがあるんじゃないか
universe,
な。
as the beginning was saying.
Teo's
So this is just in a
何か
completely different universe,
何
and the
それ
sphere just
って
came
い
to
うか
this
彼すご
girl.
く普通じゃない
And so that's how they're gonna
割と
do
好
the
みのタイ
recap
プだけど
episode. Is just say,
そう。
hey, I've been to different
じゃあもし
universes,
彼
and
が
I've
人
seen this
間じゃ
guy.
ないと遠い星から来た宇宙人。
宇宙人
Yeah, yeah.
彼の名前は三石伊吹。明神大学獣医学部の3年生。
So now I'm curious if they do more recap episodes. Is this how they're gonna just do it? Are they gonna have?
手を
Are they gonna change it up, or are they just gonna have the red sphere always just go
手は
to a
故郷
different
の星を
world
怪獣に
and
残
tell
さ
them about Teo, maybe?
地球へ
But
脱出
again,
した。
interesting way to set up the recap. Just telling this girl from a different dimension about how this guy's living
伊
his
吹は
life
それ以来人間に
to
姿を
see
変え
if
て静かに
like
暮らして
she
いた
can
んだ。
get the wish she wants.
大学で学び、
テオの故郷を襲った
そうリアロガという宇宙怪獣だ。
He's a mean son of a bitch. I like that there's actually narration. I think Omega had them last time too, but I usually sometimes don't like the recaps that'll just like play the whole thing and not have a story going on alongside it. Kind of like the new generation stars. I like the ones when the Ultramen are like talking during like battles and stuff, giving their perspectives. I'll say, I just noticed when he flew, his feet glow. That reminds me of Ultraman Orb. Was like in I think it was Ultraman Orb Origins. His feet can glow. Same with Ultraman Harp. That's the thing they like to do. Sometimes to show, I guess, like how they fly, that their feet can glow, which is interesting.
テオってすごいね初めは苦戦してた
Hey,
け
you've
ど
only seen one battle. You don't know fully. Gotta get more. Yeah.
なんなのこれ
Why is he all green
赤
guy
い玉
now?
って僕だよ怪獣に姿変えてみたんだ
Why?
怪獣
これから君はテオの物語を通じてたくさんの怪獣を見ることになるでも君の世界には怪獣そのものがいないだろだから少し慣れてもらおうと思って
余計なことするなそれに
I
して
kind of
も
agree. I mean, like,
こん
I
なに
think
小
she's
さ
got
い
it
と
cool with
怖
just
くない
the
ね
red
時
sphere,
間が湧
but
かないっていうか
okay.
そうちなみにこの怪獣はキングゲスラ今は子供の姿
I
だけ
thought it
ど
looked
育って大
familiar.
人に
Yeah,
な
let's
る
say it's
と
supposed to be that water one, right? Yeah, I thought so. I thought that's who he was. He looked
こっちになろうか。
familiar.
いいです子供のままでいいですとにかく
I like that. He's
テ
like,
オ
oh,
の世
should I
界に
turn
はこん
into
なのがいっ
that?
ぱいいるわけ
No, stay as a baby.
ビアロガの出現を皮切りに次々と怪獣が現れる
So
よう
I
になっ
wonder
て
if
しま
now
っ
if he's
たん
gonna
だ
talk about.
地球怪獣も宇宙怪獣も見境なし
Yeah, not all of them are
この怪
bad,
獣は
both
そうだ
from space and.
ビアロガが倒された直後にあら
Which I would say, unless the bird creature from the last episode was space kaiju, so far all the space kaiju seem to be bad, while all the earth kaiju seem to be good. I guess we'll see as we go on if that'll change or not.
へえ実家で飼ってたワンちゃんみたいなんかちょっと憎めないかも
次
I
は
like
バ
she
ルメ
picked
リア
up
ス
on that right away. She's like, oh, it's like my dog. Just like the same conclusion they came to.
あれちょっと待って
どうかした
今もう一体怪獣がいた
I
よ
like
ね
that little
テオ
pause
と
that
一緒
they
に
did
戦
there. That
って
was
たような
fun.
まあまあそう焦らずに順番に
I'll
話すから
say, yeah, calm down. We'll talk about
はい
Poochie soon.
なんかか
お前はお前の生きる場所を見つけて
And
愛
as
す
he
る人
said,
間に捨
find
てら
your
れた
own.
悲しみは
I hope that bird
どの
finds
動
like
物だって
more of his kind. It's like
たとえ怪獣だって同じだよな
the remake of Pete's Dragon. Like, oh, he's got to go find the other dragons.
テオは彼らと時に戦い時に守り 必死に向き合ってきた。
Some other birds for him out there.
中でも宇宙ポットで地球へやってきた小さな怪獣プッチーとの出会いは特別だった。
Yo, what up? I'm Poochie.
名前はどこの星から来たの？
そうだよね。だってプッチ可愛いもんね。
でもそれだけじゃないよ。
I'd say, will you find him cute after he grows giant, though? I wonder what her perspective will be on it. Again, honestly, I didn't like that with Emma. Like, kind of makes sense she would be scared, because, yeah, you thought it was, like, a small, cute little thing, and then all of a sudden it can just do this at a moment. It's like, oh my god. And again, I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting if they have Teo and
あれっ
Poochie
てさっきの怪獣
tag team together. That'll be really fun to see.
だけど、そもそもプッチーはなんで地球へ来たんだろう。
Yeah, that's still a mystery.
そ
We
れは
don't
まだわ
know.
からない。
Yeah. I'm assuming, like I said, it was
We've been briefed.
taken
プッチーを狙
prisoner.
う怪獣調査の専門機関
And then it escapes
UTTF も現れ、ここまで見てどう？何か感想は？
感想？
It was a pretty okay recap. You did a pretty good job, buddy.
宇宙人でも地球人でも人として重なる部分はあると思うけど。
大体
あそうだろうね
あんなすごい力があったら悩みとか心配とか無縁でしょ。嫌なことがあったらジョアピーって
乱暴だな。彼も君と同じだよ。悩み、学びながら地球での日々を過ごす
I
一
like
人の
that.
若
Yeah,
者なん
he's
だ。
like saying, like,
次に
yeah,
これを
he
見
could
て。
turn into a giant Ultraman, but it's
イ
like
ブ
he's
君に
still
とって
also
天
just
文
like
研
us.
究
He's
会の
just
みんな
trying to
大
live
切
a
な
life.
仲間だ。
He's not just doing the superhero
元気
thing
いっぱいの
24/7.
天文研究会優待の友ベチ渡る通称ベッチ。
いい飼い主さん見つけてあげるからな。
There's a bitch.
ちょ
Every
っと不
time.
愛想。クールな日浦凛太郎。
I like he even points out the unfriendly. I mean, he's cool. He's not a total
もちろん
dickhead or
初め
anything.
は噛み合わない時。
いや、違うんだ。違うんだよ。
出張じゃなくてバカンスだったんです。
なんで友別さんニ
I
コニ
still
コし
can't
て
get
られ
over
るんだ
that.
ろ
It's like
ベ
why
ッチさん
fucking
も
lie?
心の中じゃ笑ってないと思いますよ。
Why did you like
もしかして
lie? Did you think he wouldn't take care of the cats just because you were going on vacation?
あ
It's like what the
凛
hell,
太郎
dude?
とはまだ少し距離があるけど。
食事は静かに食べたい。友
Ah,
達作
I
りたい
like
ん
the
だった
narrator
ら
points that
来る
out.
大学ここじゃ
'Cause,
ねえ
yeah,
よ。
we
親切って
haven't had
怪獣なんだ。
Venturo's episodes yet,
俺
so
は遠慮しとく。
we don't know much about this guy. He's not really his friend
命の
yet.
取り扱い。
結構大丈夫？
考えてみたらこの1年自分のことに精一杯で周りを気遣う余裕がなかったなって。
Yeah,
でも伊吹くんは慣れない地球で頑張りながら
exactly.
みんなへの優しさを
Can't
忘
always
れ
just
て
be
ない。
thinking about yourself
人
all
間
the
にも
time.
動
Like
物
that's
にも
part of it. But you
怪
also
獣に
gotta
も
think about others too.
それってすごいよ。
Grow your experiences.
彼みたいな優しさがあれば今の私も違ってたのかな。
Your wish
そ
is
れが
my
まさに
command.
学びだよ。
I thought he'd just make it.
人間すぐに変わることはできないかもしれない。
そうだね。
Oh, well, it's time for me to
元
go.
に戻ってる。てかなんかやばそうな音。
しまった。映像を見せるのに力を使いすぎたみたいだ。
Oh, no.
まさか。でも動けなくなる前に一旦元の世界に戻るとするよ。
Okay.
待って私の願いはどうなるの。
今日の学びを生かして君が本当の幸せに
Yeah.
気づいた
I was about to say, is she not gonna get her wish though? That's like,
Come
no. Just
そうねって
taught her
何
some
っ
stuff.
ていうか伊吹くんの今後はプッチーはどうなるの。そうそう凛太郎くんってずっと不愛想なまま。気になることだらけだ
We'll
よ
have。to find out
待
next
って
time.
待ってってば。言っちゃった。
Oh, jeez.
敵去った。英子とテオの世界はこれからも交わることなく続いていく。だが彼女が幸せに向かって新たな一歩を踏み出した時、奇跡は再び起きるかもしれない。
Hmm.
伸びてる。
珍しいですね。プッチの
Oh,
休みに
jeez. Okay, don't give it a preview. Okay. All right, I almost forgot. We got the Teo Navi actually. Gotta make
テ
sure I
オは
watch
怪
this.
獣に立ち向かう中でさまざまな技を
So,
使い分け
from
て
what
い
I
るん
saw, I
だ。
think we're learning about the
体が
slash.
紫に発光した時は相手を切り裂くテオ
Teo
氷、
slash. Okay. I was wondering what it was
体が
called.
水色に発光した時
Because
は
usually I just
片
call
手
it
で
Ultra
素早く下
Slash.
すテオアロー、
Teo Arrow.
体が白に発光した時にはテオバリア、
So everything is just
使い
like
方に
basic
は
name. It's
さま
just
ざまなバ
Teo
リエ
in
ーション
front
が
of
あるみ
it.
たいなんだ。
It's like
今後の活
Batarang,
躍も見逃せないぞ。
Backwall. Alright, well that was the special recap episode for Ultraman Teo. Overall it was cute. I liked it. Again, what a interesting way to set it up, just to say like, oh yeah, the Red Sphere from like the Gaia movie just went to meet this girl who was like all depressed and just sad. As she said, I lost my wallet, I lost my job, my life fucking sucks, I want my life to be better. But then as the sphere was like trying to teach her, it's like, you shouldn't just be thinking about yourself all the time. You got to start growing experiences with others and just start like thinking about others more than yourself, and then your life will change. Your life will change around. I think they were like trying to say. Again, I'm probably not saying it the best way, but it was just trying to encourage her, instead of continuing to live your life like this in your self pity. You need to get out there. You need to make friends. You need to experience the world. You need to do something. You need to change your life and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cute. I still like, for some reason, it starts off as a red sphere and then he like turns into the little baby kaiju. He's like, oh, I feel like looking like this, just so you get used to the kaiju. Though the way it ended, like I was saying, like maybe when she takes her first steps towards happiness, maybe another miracle will happen. So now I'm like curious, yeah, so is that how they're just always going to do the recap episodes though? Like I was saying before, if we keep using the red sphere as an excuse to do the Teo thing, will he go back to her and like be like, oh hey, you know what? I felt like showing you the rest of what happens with Teo. Because again, I even like she was like, wait, what's gonna happen though? I want to find out. But then he just leaves. He's like, sorry, gotta go. I'm out of power apparently. And again, I do want to ask, so this red sphere, is this supposed to be the exact same one from the movie, or is this just a completely different version of it? Because again, like, yeah, it originally came here to give her a wish, and so far the only wish it gave her was the ramen. But it more kind of just felt like it was there just to teach a lesson. Again, if it's the same one from the movie, maybe again it took the experiences of like others and just mainly wanted to start helping people now, besides just giving them wishes. Again, it's weird they kind of changed it though, because yeah, in the movie there was this little girl that represented the red sphere and like its thoughts and stuff, and then in Arc the sphere never talked. It was more the girl just did her own thing, and then that's when it kind of got out of control, and then there was the whole King Mon's thing, and then the last wish she uses was she summons Givas to help Arc when he starts fighting it, basically. But yeah, they changed the red sphere a bit just to kind of give this recap episode. But yeah, overall this was fun, and I like learning the names of Teo's other powers. Like there was the Teoium beam, which is just a play on the word spacium beam, but they just put Teo in front of it. And then like all of his other abilities just called Teo Slash, Teo Arrow, Teo Barrier. Like what other Teo stuff does he got? Like why didn't you mention that one when he's getting grabbed by that kaiju and he glowed green? What was that one called? Teo Flash? That's what I would call that with that kind of ability. But yeah, overall this was fun, and again I hope you guys enjoy me like rewatching these recap episodes, because I feel I'm the only one on YouTube who will actually take the time to actually sit through, record, and watch these, while everybody's like, who cares, why should I watch it, it's just some stupid recap episode. But I'm like, I mean, it's part of the show. And again, like I said, I liked the idea of it, of just using something that if you're a huge Ultraman fan like me, I'm like, oh hey, yeah, it's the red sphere from this, that's cool. And I do like the way he decided to like try to help her try to find happiness. Was like, oh well, let me show you someone from a different universe and what they're like living their life and stuff like that. I did like that. And yeah, I'm very curious. I am actually curious to see if they do another one, how they're gonna do it. Like I said, is he gonna go to a different universe and meet somebody else, and then just show them the next episodes to try to help them with their lives, or will we come back to Ikkyo and maybe they'll do a joke where he's like, I didn't want to leave you hanging, so here, let's continue watching Teo, and then that'll help work her more towards her trying to be happy. I assume they might be going with the second one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching more of those, but I'm especially looking forward to the next episode, episode 8, which I believe is called The Ghost Member. So yeah, see what that's all about next week. But until then, I hope you enjoyed. This has been CB Ultra 768, and I'll be back with some more Let's Watch Ultraman Teo next time. So stay tuned for that. Bye bye. Bye bye.